it's Barbara Santon here, midwife and mindset coach, and I am here to discuss dating apps. So I've been getting a lot of questions from clients, which dating apps are good and how do you navigate dating apps? And I hate online dating. It's just for hookups, and there aren't any nice men on dating apps. All of these things, and these are all myths, because there are nice women and there are nice men on dating apps, all of them, and there are also the opposite, many of them. And Tinder used to be a hookup app. It did. When it first came out, I don't even know, 10 years ago maybe? Longer? It is no longer. I know so many couples that are married that met on Tinder. And I know tons of people who are in a long-term relationship or are dating very, very nice men on Tinder. And same with Bumble, same with Match, same with Elite Singles, same with OkCupid, League. It's a numbers game. So there are going to be tons of people on those apps. If you spend 5 or 10 minutes a week looking at the app and just leaving it, or maybe messaging one person, it's going to be an exercise in frustration for sure. It's a numbers game. What you need to do is go on several apps, at least 2, if not 3, but start with one if you're overwhelmed. Get the hang of how to use it, and spend a good half an hour every day, and set your time, right? Don't do this all day. You could get addicted to it, just like Facebook and Instagram and all the other social media. So don't get addicted to doing this, but be on a mission to find quality people to start chatting with, and then to hopefully end up meeting. It's a numbers game. If you want to meet a few people a week just to have coffee and see if it can go further, you need to say you want to meet 2 a week. Let's make that a goal for this video. You need to at least be on the app half an hour a day. Then you're going to start chatting with certain people who look good in the app and end up in their messaging already weeding themselves out. Just leave those be. Don't message them. Don't answer them. Don't waste your time. Or say a nice, actually I've moved on, or whatever. And then that filters out already from the top who is just not compatible. And you got to be cutthroat. Both men and women, you got to be cutthroat, because if you give everybody a chance, you're wasting your life on people that already are not resonating with you. Does that make sense? So both men and women, make sure these people that you're messaging and liking and swiping positively on, that every step along the way, it's resonating until it doesn't. And then, depending on where you're at, eliminate them or give them one chance. But we won't go into those details. Okay, so especially at the beginning, make sure they're resonating with you right all the way through. So you're eliminating at the top, and you have several nice people that you're messaging with. And if you're a woman, you're gonna be asked out, hopefully. Now, my philosophy is that the man needs to ask. Yours might be different, you do you. But I have found in my practice, this is the best way that works. And there are many, many, many reasons why, and I'm not gonna go into that now. So wait for the man to ask you out on a real date. The faster, the better. Because guess what? The more you message, the more you form an image of that person in your mind. That's in your mind. That's not real. So some men or women, both, prefer, especially over 40, 45, prefer a phone call first. Do that. It's a great way to get to know someone, but then quickly still meet in person. because it happens all the time that, you know, you're messaging for a long time and you really like the person and you've talked on the phone a few times, and then you meet and it falls flat. There's no chemistry, there's no connection. So get offline very quickly. If someone, and so for men, if you like a woman, I was going to say girl, if you like a girl, if you like a woman, ask her out right away, right? Because she probably has several other men. If you're meeting her on an app, there are lots of men out there that want her time. So ask her out right away. She'll appreciate it, trust me. She'll appreciate you taking charge. That's what most women are craving in men these days. So then you meet in person, and again, that eliminates many of them. Some people don't show up and you don't end up connecting. Some people you have no spark with, you just are not feeling it. And some, it's one or the other. So one person likes the other and the other doesn't. So of all of that time you've spent, say you spend a week and use 30 minutes a day of going on the app, in a week, in about 2 weeks of like going through all of those steps, you should have 2 coffee dates or after work drink dates to meet the person for the first time the week after, booked. And then of those 2, you know, they're very, 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 very unlikely to be the one. So don't go on a dating app meeting someone for coffee and expecting them to be the one, right? You need to go through a couple of cycles of people to even remotely think that you could end up having found that, you know, needle in a haystack. So it takes quite a bit of filtering, but the good thing is it's practice. It's really, really great practice to go out on dates, to have a lot of fun. And, you know, you can date multiple people. There's nothing wrong with that until both parties agree to be exclusive. So there's nothing wrong with dating multiple people. In fact, if you're really serious about meeting someone, the best advice would be to date multiple people, because if you're just dating one person, you sort of early attach to them very quickly, and then you have no other options. So you make up things like, oh, maybe they're the one when they're not. And also, if you're just dating one person and you're investing this time in them, and they end up finding that you're not really what they're looking for, you're then starting from scratch a few months later or a few weeks later. So until you are really certain that you're the one for each other, for now, even for long-term dating, date multiple people. There's nothing wrong with it. And we have this at our fingertips. So it's definitely a good way to filter through a lot of people and get lots of practice. There's so much more to this, but I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. There's more videos to come, and I will see you soon.